Hi guys, welcome to day 4 of our game plan boot camp. My name is Jeannie Snyder and I am going to be sharing with you tonight on the subject of avoiding pitfalls. Before we do that, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite oils when I'm working. It is called Brain Power. This oil smells really amazing, but it's great support when your brain is working overtime. And I just like to apply it behind my ears, even on my temples. And I also like to put it on the top of my head, the crown of my head. And it smells, oh, you guys, it smells amazing. If you haven't tried that one, you need to. Okay, so avoiding pitfalls. There are 6 different pitfalls or mistakes that every stagnant business maker makes. I think this is a good subject for me to teach on because, y'all, I think I have made every single one of these mistakes. But you know what? I'm learning and I'm moving on. So I'm really thankful to Sarah Harnish for putting this book together because it's a tremendous resource for our teams, all collected in one place. She tells you the how-to, which is really what I needed and what I've been looking for. So we're actually implementing these plans with our team. So I'm excited. 6 mistakes that every stagnant business builder makes. Sarah Harnish, for 18 months, she said she launched her business and she trained over 800 business leaders. So that is a lot of leaders. I can't imagine. So over time, she noticed certain patterns that were developing amongst these leaders if they weren't growing. So if they were stagnant, if nothing was happening on their team, she noticed that these 6 mistakes were common amongst those builders. So the first one is they do not have a strong close to wrap up their lecture. Y'all, I have made this mistake. We have talked about this. How do you close your class? You have this great presentation and then you don't know how to close it. You don't know how to actually get people to take action. You've presented the materials to them, but they have to know what to do now. And I tell you, Sarah Harnish, in the back of her book, on page 231 in Appendix G, she has put together 2 really strong closing statements that we will be using in our classes. It's great because if you are not comfortable speaking in front of people, just read the script. So it's really nice to have the script right there, and it's very powerful language. She uses great verbs, and it's really a powerful close. So that's pitfall number 1. You need a strong close for your classes. So we are definitely working on that. I know that as a leader, that is a mistake that I have made. I have not had strong closes at all. So I know that's going to improve our signups. So the second mistake that she noticed amongst her business builders is that they keep tapping into the same circle of friends. Oh my goodness. Hello. Y'all, for 2 years, I've been doing this. I have been very patiently but persistently pursuing people with truth and presenting things to them, but it's the same group of people. And we have come to the conclusion, you know what? This is a network marketing business. If we're going to grow and share with more people, we have got to enlarge our influence. We have got to increase our platform. So I am actually going to be teaching on this. It's in chapter 8. So on night 8 of our boot camp, you'll see me again, and I will be sharing her plan, how to fill classes without knowing people. So she has said that this book sells for that chapter. People need to know how to fill their classes. How do you do it? What do you do when you don't know people? When you've tapped out of your warm market and you've tapped out of all markets and you just don't know. And trust me, that's where I have been. And so I am so thankful to have an answer, a simple solution to know how to reach out to more people. So we are going to go into that in great detail in day 8, chapter 8 of your book. So I'm really looking forward to that. We are actually implementing this plan as we speak, so I will give you some updates when we get to that. So number 3, the third pitfall that stagnant business builders make. They don't market enough or give enough lead time before a class. Oh my goodness. I have made this mistake. We have posted classes online or sent out evites or texted people. I've texted people the day of the class. Not that that's a bad thing, but people's lives are busy. People have things on their schedule, on their calendars that are already booked. They actually have to plan things if they're going to come to our classes. So we have to give them some lead time. Sarah suggests 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, but two weeks is enough time to get your invites out there and then start marketing. And she actually goes into detail in chapter 8, which is the chapter that I'm going to be teaching on, and we'll answer your questions on how to market your class. I tell you, it's really genius. I mean, she tells you all the details that you need to set it all up, how to do it, and get people to come to your class, people that you do not know. So be sure and tune into that one. It's worth all of boot camp just for these lessons. For me, this was eye-opening and very encouraging for me because I know that we have an answer now. So the fourth pitfall, they don't have a system for following up with people who came to class or bought a kit. Okay, well, I have done this. I've tried to be consistent and following up with people, but I don't really have a system in place. So I'm looking forward to chapter 10 is going to tell us all the tools that we need to follow up with people. And in the back of the book, she gives us a list of questions that we can go over with them, things that we can talk to them about. So it's really, she's really giving us what we need. She's equipping us with the tools that we need to be able to follow up appropriately. The fifth pitfall is that they don't treat their business as a business. Again, I have fallen into this trap again. I thought that this was a business that you just kind of, I don't know, just do it whenever you want to, and somehow it's just magically going to be a great business. Like anything worth pursuing, it takes time, it takes a lot of hard work. And I'm learning that, and I am willing to invest the time that I need to help people. That is my heart. That is what I want to do. I want to be able to reach more people with natural solutions, give them the help that they need, the encouragement that they need. I tell y'all, this is a business with incredible opportunity. And there's a lot of people out there who are barely making it. And Young Living is the way out. It's a great opportunity. It's a wonderful company. So we need to take it seriously. If this is our calling, if this is what we're supposed to be doing, we need to take it seriously. We need to treat it as a business, not as a hobby or something we do on the side, but this is something that we're called to do. We need to share it. I've made this mistake. We cast vision, we read leadership books, we go to events and we learn and we get motivated and all these things, but we never actually teach. So your business is not going to grow unless you're actually sharing, unless you're actually putting some of these things into practice. So this again, I've fallen in this trap as well. We need to share. And what Sarah says is we need to be having a class every single week, at least 4 to 6 classes a month. And she gives you a plan, a doable plan. And so as we go through this boot camp, we're going to be given all the tools that we need to be successful in this business. So the sixth pitfall is that they get distracted. Oh my goodness. Don't we all get distracted? And this one is so important that Sarah dedicated a whole chapter to this one as well. So on day number 23, we're going to be learning about how distraction will kill your business. I've learned this firsthand. I have been very scattered. I haven't been focused enough. I've tried to do way too many things. And all it's done is just divided my time and I can't do anything well because I've said yes to so many things that you can't do one thing really well. So I'm really praying and I'm asking God to center me, to ground me, to focus me on the things for 2017 that He wants me to focus on. What does that look like, Lord? I want to obey Him. I want to reach people for Christ. I want to influence people. I want to help them live healthier lives. I want people to be financially free. So I'm asking God to focus me. That might mean that I have to eliminate some things in my life. But that's okay because we need direction. We need focus. And so if you're distracted, I encourage you to stick it out on this game plan and this boot camp. And chapter 23, we're going to get into that a little bit more on how to stay focused. And I really think that you are going to learn a lot through this book. I've actually already gone through the book. Now I'm going through the workbook with y'all and with our teams because I believe this is a plan that will work. I really believe we've been praying for strategy. We've been praying for direction. God, show us how to do this. And I really feel like He has set this before us and said, here's your plan. Here is your how-to. And that's something I was searching for. I really needed for my team. So thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to know as you're launching your business what pitfalls to avoid. These are the things that Sarah has said she has noticed. If you are stagnant in any area, it didn't matter. With all of her leaders, she found that if they were stagnant in their business, they were not growing, it was one of those 6 things. So let's look at our business and see what it is that we need to do to start growing and build this business and share our lives and share Young Living with people who need it. Thank you so much for joining me, y'all. Have a blessed night.